yourself, number one, why are you here today? Number two, why are you willing to change? Is it for extra grocery money? Is it because you see the ability to earn travel and that's something that you're here to do? Or is it more time with your family? Ask yourself that in this moment, because where I'm about to go next, you need to know that. All right, so Nick Jackson, where are you? Look, you're right there in the picture. So this is my first Success Summit in 2017. I had the honor in watching B. Nathan Riggs do a demonstration of driving lines. And that's him right there with a microphone up to me as he did that demonstration. And another picture of Nick. I believe Nick was like an emerald in the business, and I was a gold in the business. I was working, I was in school, no children yet. What else this is compliantly approved, so what else did I need to change? I was tired and stressed, and I was the too busy girl, okay? And now, here I am, 7 years later, 7th Success Summit. I've never missed an event. I've never missed a Team Elite University. I'm a qualifying Team Elite team leader. We have a life of options as a family. I'm a present wife and mom. That is the most important thing to me. I have a very supportive spouse now. Take them on success trips, guys, okay? And I'm the girl who did it. And it's because of learning from Nathan and Charlie and so many others that have done it before us. All right, so we're a family with flexibility, all right? And this is the biggest thing, you guys. To create something different, I chose to do something different. You don't sign up for Nu Skin and then magic happens. You create the magic. You have to choose into it. You have to do the work. All right, so we have Velocity, and we have an enhanced compensation plan. I know that there's been some weary, I don't know, it's normal, right? Nobody likes change, but we're evolving, all right? We've heard that word a lot throughout this weekend. So you guys just know, Nu Skin is not going anywhere. They have doubled down for us to ensure that we can still go out and do what we do, okay? That's really important that you know that. So if you're brand new here, first I do have to preface, these are numbers, average incomes from 2023. Those will be updated within the next 6 months, so just keep that in mind as you're looking at the average incomes. That's the side note. Okay, so now we're gonna go into this. So the front of our compensation plan, the enhanced portion, okay, is where we all start. And you get to look at the average incomes of that, okay? Then we go into becoming a brand representative. How many times did you hear Karu and Maria and all the other speakers say, get to brand rep and create brand reps? That's the most important part, okay? That you are getting there as fast as you can, because you set the pace for everyone after you. It doesn't matter if it's 20 years from now. You set the pace for all of them. And then we've got duplicating leaders on the back end of our compensation plan. Guys, this is something to understand really well, because on the front end, you've got upfront earnings. And with Velocity, a word that was used when Velocity came out was, this is such a sexy compensation plan. Do you guys remember that? Everybody in the front knows that. Everyone was like, this is so sexy, because people can come in and they can make money. Well, now we've got even more, right? So it's upfront earnings. So it could throw you off, and you could just go into this land where you're not worrying about duplicating leaders, and you're just like, I'm just gonna go sell. Is that really why you're here? Just to sell? Are you here to empower people? Are you here to create a life of options for yourself, for your family, correct? Okay, so delayed gratification is something you need to become extremely familiar with. It's vision, it's dream, it's so important. All right, questions for you. Audience participation would be lovely. Would you like to duplicate leaders? Yes, okay, next question. Would you like to participate in the rewards of the back end of the compensation plan? Yes? Okay. Would you like to know how I did it? Yes, all right. So let's do it together. It is called driving lines, okay? for those of you guys that are brand new, driving lines is when you focus and you work with the lowest, best person in each leg of your business. Now, if you're brand new in the business and you're like, what's a leg in the business? This may be over your head and that's okay. This is an upper level conversation, okay? You're gonna hear this over and over and over again at TEU every single month, okay? So, first, it's important to know that most people will not do the work. This is a picture of me pregnant with our first baby. Tyler was still not 100% sure on Nu Skin. He was pissed to be there that day, I remember. I was like, hold this bag of Vitamil, it'll be so cute. He's like, oh, I wanna go back to the Airbnb. And then, but I'm here, and I was standing there as a lapis. And look, I'm like under the Ruby emblem. I don't even know if those are still over there anymore. Because I had a vision, what, for Ruby, that I was gonna become a Ruby one day. And did it happen when I thought it was gonna happen? No. Does any pin title happen exactly when you think it's gonna happen? No. I just sounded like Tracy, that's my girl. Okay, twinning. Okay, here's another picture, me with Liam. The first year of my son's life, I did Nu Skin everywhere. This kid like went everywhere with me. Events that I was doing, in homes, I mean, I'm doing all the things, guys. It's like throwing mud, right? And just seeing what's gonna stick. What you're gonna love, what you're gonna enjoy doing in the business. Okay. Second, you need to understand what a locker is before we go forward, okay? So a locker is someone who will do the work with or without you. That if you quit tomorrow, they would still wake up and do their daily income producing activities and work on self-development and show up and have a goal and not quit. The next question is the most important question right now. Are you a locker? Are you a locker? Okay, stand up if you're a locker. I'm not even kidding you. Are you a locker? Okay, awesome. Woo! Okay, all right, so we're exercising, guys. I'm getting up, I'm getting you down. Now we're going back down. Okay, so it's important that you make a decision. Nobody comes up to you. I have never once walked up to any of my team and said, you're a locker. You have it in you. No, you make that decision. You're going to do it no matter what. Most of every single person's upline in this room from social quit, am I right? Like within like a couple weeks, okay? But it's because of driving lines that I'm here right now. Okay? So let's go over a story. So you guys got to see Jess Monson on stage. Was she not incredible? So good. Okay. So guys, this is the story. So she's been in the business 10 months. She popped into my inbox to engage with me because she was with another company. And she's like, oh, we're gonna engage back and forth with each other. And then we actually figured this out and laughed about it. It was great. But we started just talking back and forth. Didn't become like really friends. You know, I was one of those people that like she didn't remember me, I didn't remember her, but we'd engage once in a while in our stories. She ends up buying a Lumi Spa. Within like 24 hours of that, she saw another story about Soul Solution. Bought a Soul Solution from me. So of course I'm like, oh, this is a great opportunity for a shout out, a referral, correct? So I reached out to her, asked her to do a shout out, and this chick literally within minutes had like the pictures and her stories, and it was like amazing. I'm like, I didn't even know how to do that. Like, and she's like upper level, you know, Instagram user. So I reached out and I said, hey, I know you're partnered with another company. Like, do you want to learn about this? Because you're technically just doing what I already do. It's the same deal, you guys. We all say the same stuff, correct? So I offered the business, we started having conversations, she joined the business. And the best part about her story is she joined the business like undercover. So she didn't tell her other company that she was doing Nu Skin. She didn't even announce it until she was already surpassed brand representative with multiple LOIs in her organization. So that means that she did not sell a product on social media, doing social media for the business and became a brand rep. So do you have to use social media for everything? No, everyone does it in their own flavor. Okay, this is the importance of this though. Jess came to me, correct? We're the ones talking. When she said she wanted to sign up for the business, I went to Facebook and I checked mutual friends. And we had a girl named Ashlyn who was a mutual friend. Now Ashlyn was inactive in Nu Skin, but I know her and she cleans my house, and so I felt like it was fair for me to make sure that, all right guys, hold on, we're good. You don't have to be perfect to do this business. But I wanted to make sure that, I mean, if she knew her, it would benefit me either way, correct? If I signed her up under Ashlyn, because they knew each other, guys. They're connected to each other. So I text Ashlyn, and I said, hey, I need your sign-up link. Here's how to do it. She didn't know how to do it, okay? And, I got this girl who wants to start the business, and we both know her. She's like, oh, okay, cool. Sends me the sign-up. Jess gets signed up. I work with Jess. Did I hand Jess over to Ashlyn that wasn't doing the business? No. But this is where the story gets really cool. Okay, so I ran with Jess. We ran, and it was fun. It was so fun because she wasn't even showing it on social media. That was the perfect part about it. And then the pre-launch of the Renew Spa happened, and all of a sudden, there was 4,000 in volume in Heather Hellstern's leg. That was out of nowhere. This huge bump and increase, and I was like, where is this coming from? I didn't know where Jess was in my business, people. Okay? Because she hadn't bought product yet, right? She had a couple her Lumi and whatever, but it hadn't been created there yet. Because she's working behind the scenes, she had positioned it for the pre-launch of the Renew Spa, had a whole bunch of people come in and get Renew Spas. So I realized that Jess is in the leg because I made sure that if there was any connection that I did the right thing. Especially with the enhancements of the new compensation plan, you guys. Yes, the money is sexy on the front end, but you're looking for the delayed gratification. You're not looking for oh, I just want to make an extra $20 off this person. It helps everyone. We don't need 12 people wide to become a Blue Diamond. It's 6. So do the right thing and help your people, okay? So when that happened and I started running with her, I was so excited. And I immediately reached out to to Heather, and I was like, all right, so we've got Chrissy, Hannah, and Ashlyn, all of them inactive. None of them doing anything. They've got, they're great people. So this was an opportunity for us, right? So I made this up, you guys. You ready for this? I'm pretty known for this. It's called FAMOOM. FAMOOM. Okay? It's fear of missing out on money. Okay? I feel like Vanna White. I know who that is. I'm not that young. Okay, so within that, you guys, the reason I put, this is actually a graphic from the new enhancement, just so you guys can see. So it shows Ruby with 3 legs and a 5K. So in order for you to make money on the depth in your organizations within the generations, you need to go wide, right? So this helps everyone. Doing the right thing if they know each other and working with them together is gonna benefit everyone, okay? So fear of missing out on money. Heather and I reach out to Chrissy. We reach out to Hannah and Lauren, whatever I named them. And we were like, there's this girl, Jess, and she's killing it. I mean, she's gonna be a brand rep within a week. So do you guys wanna come back and build? And they were like, okay. And they did. And you'll see that in just a minute. Okay, so this is my belief. Again, this is my belief. I believe if I have found a locker, and you guys, if you're a locker, you know a locker when you see a locker, right? Okay, and if they aren't making money, that is on me. That's on my leadership. That's on my investment in them to understand what to do and to work on themselves to get to where they want to get to. Take a picture of this, all right? I'm asked this all the time. What are you doing to drive lines? What does that look like? I will show you examples of a couple, but these are the focus actions that I do with each person that I am investing in. And I'm not investing in everyone in my organization. I've tried it, doesn't work, okay? Why? Because I'm tired and I'm one person. And it also takes away the empowerment for other people if I'm doing everything for everyone. Are you guys with me? Is everybody with me? Are we awake? Do we need to stand up? Do we need to do a little dance? Okay. So I want to show you some different examples within this to help you guys better understand. I was introduced to the Marco Polo app. This does not mean that it's a secret sauce, people, okay? It's an app to communicate. I loved Karu and Maria explaining its connection and communicating with people. Zoom, Marco Polo, belly to belly, calling on the phone, text message, voiceover, whatever. That is connection, am I right? Okay, so nothing is magical about Marco Polo other than the fact that I can work in my shower, I can work while I'm driving. Yes, I work in my shower. My team knows I work in my shower. If you can't make money in your shower, and you're in the wrong business, so just say it, okay? So within that though, Blakely introduced me to this app, and she's like, I feel free all the time. And I was like, what? Okay, I gotta look into this. Because when I first learned about Marco Polo, every time, I'm a mother of a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old whom I love so much. But every time that I try to get on a phone call or a Zoom call and my husband's not home, it is like I am so irritated. And I love my children, but I'm trying to run a business at the same time. Not trying, I am running a business at the same time. And they're just like, Mommy, I want a fruit snack for the 12th time, right? So I love Marco Polo because I had the ability to send information without waiting. I don't like to wait on my business. I don't like when people cancel on me. I don't like when there's distractions over on their end. So Marco Polo enables me to be able to communicate all the time. And then they watch it when it works for them, and they respond when it works for them. And if you got people that talk a lot, which I do, so there's no judgment here, you can double time it and triple time it too, and you still hear everything they said. So you're actually more effective and efficient as well, okay? So I started using this app, and you can see in here how I'm driving lines, okay? So I feel like I just want to make sure I'm not missing. Okay, I'm not. Okay, hold up, guys. Appreciate you. Okay, so in these Marco Polos, you can do groups. So this is a leg that I'm currently working in. This is in Heather's leg. So you guys are actually going to be able to see the whole thing that all started with Jess Monson attempting to recruit me by engagement. Okay, it's a great story. I love you. So Christy is the person that I'm currently working with in Heather's leg now, right? It's been 10 months and I've been driving this leg. And Mandy, who is here as well, and Christy, they're the two that I'm working with that I'm focused on. So you'll notice that no Marco Polos or text messages that I'm going to show you are me and the person by themselves. Because when you're driving lines, you're teaching. If I just go off and I work with people all by myself, and I don't include their upline, who is plugged in, who is showing up for the calls, I am missing out on an opportunity to teach 2 people at the same time. And that person's missing out on an opportunity to work together. Now, I've had people ask me, well, how many people can you have in a Marco Polo? I don't know, we got one that's like 60 people because it's just got like a leader's update in it or something like that, okay? So obviously as many as you want. But we keep it clean within working with, the 2 that I'm focused on as other leaders are growing, okay? And it's the lowest, deepest, best person. It's the newest person in qualification. And if there's not a newest person in qualification in the leg, then I'm working with that brand rep to get a new one. And you'll be able to see that in just a minute. Okay, here is an example of a legit step-by-step guidance. I do not let people that are my focus drown. I invest in them. So when they come to me and they tell me that something's not working and they're not able to recruit, then I am saying, will you screenshot me what they're saying so that, again, in a text message with the upline here, it's a teaching opportunity so that I can tell you how to respond. Boards is amazing, but it's not personalized unless you know how to personalize it. And a lot of people struggle with that at the beginning of their businesses because they haven't stepped into their authenticity yet. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? They just want to copy paste and hope everything works. You guys, right now, especially on social, you have got to be authentic. It cannot just be a copy paste post, script, whatever. You need to add your own, change a couple words. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, but at least make it sound like them, okay? So this is how into it I am with the people I'm investing in. And I will tell you how many people I invest in at the same time. Okay, so add them as a favorite. So you can give your focused people, the best people in the legs that you're investing in, your consistent daily feedback. Guys, they don't know what to post. They don't know how to post. They don't know everything that you know, and do not expect that your team call or that your boards or the TEU is gonna teach them that. If you have a locker and you're working to drive a leg with new people that are hungry and showing up, they need you to slow down and to look at what they're doing and to say, hey, are you open to a suggestion? And most of the time I'm like, are you open to a suggestion that will help you grow your business so that you see the results you want to see? And I've never had anybody say no. I've had people ghost me and I'm like, this isn't for you, babe. Move on, right? Okay, so make them a favorite. Here you go. So here is the example right here. So Heather Hellstern, amazing leader, so grateful for her. She's a Lapis. And this lake is now 8 generations deep, actually, because we've got Christy, who broke brand rep since I made this presentation a week ago, okay? So, congratulations, Mandy and Christy. So we know that Heather is missing out on money, right? Because she's a lapis, so she's only making 2 generations deep on income. So she's only making money, percentage-wise, on Christy and Hannah. She's not making anything down there, right? Okay, so I want you guys to know that the first couple months of our Team Elite team qualification this year, I was focused and I was working with people outside of my pay line. I didn't make any money on the work that I was doing in the months of our first couple months of qualification because compression hadn't happened yet. It's delayed gratification. It's doing the right thing. I did not take off the gas on these girls because I wasn't gonna make money that month. It's the long-term vision of where we're going together. So then this magical thing called compression happened, okay? It's natural. Leaders are gonna fall out. The only reason that Chrissy and Hannah and Ashlyn stepped up is because they had the FOMO, the fear of missing out on money. And then they made a little bit of money and then they were gone. And it's really sad because like we had some like really good months in those months. And they were like, is this an accident? Like, no, but you gotta step back into the business to keep it going because when they break, you guys all know what happens. They need to step up or step out if it's not for them. Okay, do we drive all our lines? I literally can just hear Nathan and Charlie like in my sleep talking about this all the time. Well, do you have to floss all of your teeth? No, that's really gross, but you don't have to. What will happen if you don't floss your beautiful teeth? I mean, some people might be like, I've never flossed in my life and I still have my teeth, but okay. So like, just think about it in like a dentist perspective. You don't floss your teeth, they're gonna fall out, okay? So it's the same thing. If you don't drive lines, they are going to go away. So it's important that you slow down and that you focus on what your dreams are, but you have to step aside to put other people before yourself with that delayed gratification, okay? So I made this for you guys. And because I was writing it down on a piece of paper and I'm like, I should just make this like an actual sheet. So this is a printout and it is my weekly driving lines focus chart. And there's 2 pieces to it, so I'm gonna explain it. So we've got their name, we've got the whose leg they're in, right? So in this specific leg I shared with you, it's Heather's. And their weekly goal. When Velocity came out, this magical thing called like weekly pay happened, right? So within that, I don't teach my girls that they're making a monthly goal, guys. What is your goal by the 7th? And just so you know, I am not changing that with the enhancement. Because this has been the best thing that we've ever done is break down and consolidate time. And the only way to do that is when you move your goal closer to where you are. You break it down by week, and then you break it down by day. And because it's 7 days out, you have to move. You have to take action in order for it to come to fruition, right? But when you set a goal for the whole entire month, nobody moves until like week 3. So at the beginning of the month, yeah, sure, set a monthly goal. And I teach my girls to set your goal. Okay, human behavior, I'm a therapist, background. Human behavior is you will always be a little bit shy, even if you work your absolute hardest of your goal. It's just how it is. Because we kind of tend to move at the bare minimum, not the bare most. That's why that's not a word. Okay? So if your goal for the month is, LOI, and you want to get to 1,000 points this month, because then you only need 1,000 points in the first week of November, and guess what? You're a brand rep. And you get to participate in all the beautiful Black Friday, holiday, whatevers. Get your butt to brand rep by November 7th, okay, at midnight. So within that though, making sure that it's always going to be at least 500 points more than your minimum. Because I track this, you guys. Charlie Patterson taught me that anything worth doing is worth tracking. So I've tracked my girls, and anytime anybody sets a goal for 1,000, they're always at like 640. And some people just won't place an order and make it happen. And that's okay. So just place higher goals, have higher and bigger dreams with that, okay? So within that weekly goal, that week, I'm printing this out every single week. It goes everywhere with me, okay? And the reason why it says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is because I believe what Jeff Mack talks about when he says that, hey, now that you're in the business, it's up to you to call me. I get that. That is important. I love that Jess said, ask the questions, get the answers, and then go and do the work. But I also believe personally that if I have a locker and if I'm driving a leg and working with people and they're not making money, it's on me. You have to create the energy. So if they haven't reached out to me that day, that box is there so that I know that I need to go reach out to them so I can check mark it off. And I bring the energy and I ask them how things are going. Are they doing Miracle Morning? Are they working on themselves? Where's their GSV? I ask them every single day in a very loving way, where is your GSV? Because they'll be like, well, and that's where we find the problem. So then I can give them a solution. Does that make sense? This is daily working with people, guys, in order to create something that is going to last, all right? The bottom part is for their new team members. So as you're working with your new level ones, you guys, I've got level ones in the crowd today. I'm driving all my legs and I've got level ones here because if I'm not doing it, they're not gonna do it. We need to always be working with new people and breaking new LOIs ourselves. Okay, so that's there for that. Just as a reminder, you guys, with the enhancements, I am excited. I have never been this excited. And I'm stoked for November 1st, personally. The front end, recruit new people and create loyal subscription customers. Kathy covered that perfectly today. Lisa Chandler's VIP session was magical when she talked about subscriptions. Take it and use it, okay? Middle of the compensation plan, develop new frontline brand reps. Everybody needs to be doing that all the time. And then on the back end, build your power teams. I'm gonna leave you with this. You are not here to motivate or convince people. Love people where they are and keep moving. This is why we drive lines. You're gonna find the people that you can't wait to call in the morning because they do what they say they're going to do. They reach out for help. It is the best way, you guys. Driving lines, slowing down, investing in people, while also doing it yourself is the way that you're gonna create your power teams. Love you guys. See ya.